Do you know one of the things that Ayla cried about today?
Tell me what.
She cried that I played the English version of Soda Pop from K-pop Demon Hunters and not the French version.
Oh, I mean, I totally get it, Ayla.
Play the French Soda Pop!
Anyway, welcome back to How Are You, Lovie? It's great having you back. Are you happy to be back, Carl?
Of course I'm happy to be back. It's always great, so thank you so much. Can I start our episode off by shouting out one of our lovely listeners? I want to say hello to Elmore86. She left us a 5-star review. She's listening in from the UK. And she said, I look forward to listening to the podcast every Thursday morning on the way to work. I usually end up crying tears of laughter on the journey. It's so relatable and lighthearted. I find it hilarious how simple frustrations like laundry and childcare can create such deep emotional issues. You have helped me understand my own feelings and behaviours by listening to your weekly psychology insights. Thanks for all the crack. I'm not sure if they're insights, but thank you so much for that lovely
Elmore86
review.
That was a fabulous review.
So if you want to rate us 5 stars on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts or leave us an L comment, we would really appreciate it because it does help other people find the podcast, people who might be, you know, of a similar age group, going through similar stages of life.
Or maybe not a similar age group. Maybe people are just reminiscing.
Do you know one thing that caught my eye?
Go on, Carl, tell me.
This is more so
What
just
caught
about
your eye?
where people are listening.
All right, it's about other people. Go on, not me.
No, it's not. Not yet, anyway. There's things that we need to talk about.
Okay.
But we were number 12. We were number 12 in the kids and family chart in Bahrain.
Do you know what that is?
So
that's people
it must
that
be
are
expats.
Stuck, expats over there that might be. Are they Bahrain? I'm presuming Bahrain is stuck in everything at the moment.
Yeah, but that's
maybe people that are stuck there and they just want to have a little listen to home life.
I doubt it's people who are stuck there. I'd say it's expats living there. That's my guess. Is like you'd have a lot of. Anyway, if you're one of the listeners from Bahrain, you can email us.
Sorry, but don't the insights give you a good bit of?
Oh, some of the places people listen in, it's mental.
Really?
Oh,
we need a map, Carl. A little map and a little pinning of the map from where our listenership is from.
We should do a little feature every so often where we shout out some of the maddest countries where people have been listening to. Well, thank you very much. And if anyone wants to get in touch at any stage, howyoulovey@gmail.com. You can catch us there or just leave a comment underneath Spotify or YouTube if you're watching there.
Right, Carl, hit me with it. How was your week last week?
How was my week?
Or this week even. Why last week? On Shachten Shakacha is last week. But how was your week?
Well, okay. Can I get the obvious out of the way? I won't dwell on it too long.
Please don't, because I'm actually not even.
I actually need to talk to you about it in Sniper Alley, but I was in the depths of the depression after the football.
Exaggerative. Go on.
It's not exaggerative. It's not exaggerative because I'll get into it more later on.
I'm actually not even able.
It was such a beautiful lift for the country, the football, and we had so much hope in our hearts. And I was just thinking, oh God, the bloody summer we're going to have ahead, it's going to be amazing. Like, we did lose the run of ourselves. We did. I completely lost the run of
went off on a
myself.
cliff edge. There you go.
Okay. Anyway, that's all I'm saying about the football because I need to talk to you about it in Sniper Alley. So that's the kind of main part of this week has been just the come down from all of that and realising our hopes and dreams are not going to come to fruition. Other than that, had a lovely week in terms of I probably made some big decisions.
All right.
Well, we made a big decision when we had dinner with your mum and your sister.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we did, but I don't know. Let's see. Sorry, you and my sister and mum were talking. Well, actually, my sister was pro me. It's undecided.
Well,
Carl has asked for a call back about getting the snip. There we go. Finally, we've made moves.
No, hang on.
Where now I'm at the stage of like, oh, maybe we should have another one. So I just think we need to put the brakes on.
No, hang on. Whoa. Hang on. Now, the way you presented that makes it out as if I've decided on getting the snip now that you've said, oh, maybe we could go and have another one. And I'm immediately like, no.
That's not how it's happened. Initially, I said, after you had Bavine, off you go. Get the snip. And Carl was like, yeah. And then when he was looking into it, he was like, maybe we'll just hold off. Like, are we definitely sure? And I said, Carl, book it in. Get it done.
No,
we're still talking about it over a year later.
Yeah.
And now I'm at the stage of I am getting broody. I am seeing people have babies, little cuddly, squidgy babies. And I'm like, oh, maybe do we have one more? But no, we won't have one more. But let's just not call it quits just yet. So now he felt all great because he was having the chats with my mother, and then he was like, "Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask for a callback." Oh, wowie, callback. He didn't book it in.
Sorry.
A callback.
Well, first of all, this probably is a very good insight into the relationship I have with your mom. Your mom was like, well, your mom also was like, you better not be having another bloody baby. She was like, you get yourself sorted. But more than anything, if I've literally, what you've said there is actually backing up the opinion I had at the very beginning, which is it's not a like frivolous decision to make. You need to think about it.
Yes, so we're weighing it up.
But I thought we had.
We had a year ago.
And now
I'm at a different stage. I flipped.
So, yeah, but I did the responsible thing. So actually, by me waiting was the right thing to do.
Sorry, what responsible thing did you do?
Letting us wait and have time.
No, that's irresponsible because you've left it a year now.
No, sorry, this is crazy. How is this my problem?
Because now it's tangible.
Okay.
Whereas a year ago, if you had done it when we were both in agreement.
How is this my fault? How is this my fault?
Because you've made it tangible again.
So, hang on.
It's like dangling. It's dangling a Mickey in front of you.
I'm literally dangling a Mickey in front of you. Jesus, Mary.
I wish he was. What?
For Christ's sake. Literally, had I gone and done it straight away,
yes,
the decision would be out of our hands now.
Yes.
So actually,
is it not having this discussion?
Yes. Is it not a good thing that I left it till now?
No, because now it's a waste of time having these discussions over and over again.
It's not a waste of time.
It's not a waste of time, but it's a conversation we have had, and now, not that our circumstances have changed, but my mindset has changed because I've sat in it, and now I'm like, oh, I'm seeing babies galore everywhere, and I want the little squidgy face.
A genuine question, though.
Yes.
From chatting to other people, and this is both of us being there.
Yes.
From what I hear, and I will never understand what it's like to be a mom, obviously to be a woman, but like a lot of moms say that feeling has never left them. And it's very hard to know at what point.
I do know our last midwife on the night that I was in labour did say that. And she said she has 4 and the feeling hasn't left her. I was like, oh God, that's scary. But I think I wouldn't have had it. Our last was such a koala baby. Like she wanted to be on me, but not because she was colicky. She just wanted the snuggles. And I was like, oh God, that was heaven. And it was the first baby that I had doing that.
Now,
so I'd love to have that again.
To get into a slightly more serious side of things as well. I do know, are you happy to talk about this?
Oh, sure, go on, yeah.
Well, like, I do know that, particularly on Davy.
Yes. I didn't have it, so I felt robbed.
Yes.
Yes.
And that was, the postnatal and all of that side of things. So, and I do get that.
And there's a lot of the memory that I don't have. So I feel like I'm constantly chasing that. So there is an element of that there that I need to work through. But yes.
Well, it's important to work through it or to chat to someone about it.
So anyway, dangle the Mickey a little bit until we make it.
Well, now, one thing I will say is I did what everyone does these days in order to help start the process.
ChatGPT.
For God's sake. So I said, you know what I asked?
ChatGPT, how do I chop off my Mickey?
You know what I asked? I said, best, most highly rated place to get a vasectomy in Dublin.
But hang on a second, right? You know how the land of online works. There could be people there literally making bots of themselves and giving reviews.
That's true. But the only thing is, I would hope that like the way the kind of Irish regulatory authority works, that would be very much frowned upon and you'd be shut down if they ever caught you. That's my guess. I also loved the kind of the way that they described it. It's just such a website set up for men. So it's like, hang on, where is it now? Let me get the frequently asked questions. Yeah. So when you go onto the website, they have kind of like 3 main points that they want to make to you. So it's under the heading, have confidence. So point number 1, no scalpel. No scalpel vasectomy is a quick, minimally invasive vasectomy, almost painless. I didn't like the almost there, but anyway, almost painless with a quicker recovery versus traditional vasectomy. It is the current gold standard in providing vasectomies. So that's good. It's a good start. No needle. No needle anaesthesia is a more comfortable method of introducing anaesthetic to the area without a needle. It acts more quickly and has minimal discomfort, so men have one less thing to worry about. And then the last bit. Convenient and reliable. We offer clinics in Dublin, Cork and Galway with no waiting list. Vasectomy offers the most reliable form of contraception currently available. The failure rate is less than 0.1%, approximately 1 in 2,000. It's just so funny because it's like, they've told me everything I want to know there. Like, it's just so aimed towards men. And you know the other thing that's shocking?
Tell me, Carl, go on.
Is the price of it. It's like
It's a bargain, is it?
It's 500 quid.
Yeah.
But I just mean like as in like a crown for your tooth is much more expensive.
Yeah.
So more than double the price of it.
Yeah. That's why we're still here talking about it a year later. Grand, fine.
Hang on. Where the hell do I sit with this? Am I getting it or not?
Well, you have to wait for your call back and then see if you want like almost pain free. Let's just see. We'll still be having this discussion in 6 months' time because he has to wait for his call back. So sometimes you're so busy.
Can
to answer
everyone
the phone.
please acknowledge?
If we get back to the first episode, I was left ringing because someone didn't answer his phone. So let's see if the call back plays, if they call him back and if he answers.
Can we please acknowledge that somehow I'm the bad guy no matter what the situation
Should have got it done
is?
then. There we go.
I should have.
This discussion wouldn't have been had.
And also as well, one of the other reasons that's made me go, maybe it's the right time to do it, was, you know, the memories flash up in your phone.
Yes.
And it goes like, oh, 5 years ago, look at these. And I was like, oh, look at these, because there was like pictures of us with Anju and she was a puppy.
Yes.
And the first thing you said was like, oh, look how youthful you were.
Yeah, I know. You really were, Carl.
And you know the thing is, you weren't being funny. I've genuinely aged.
Carl, I've aged too. That's what happens. It's just lack of sleep.
I know. But then you're like going, do we really want to go back into that again?
Sorry, do you go back into it again or do I go back into it?
I know you're the one who does most of that.
Carl had a whopping nap yesterday, did you not?
Sorry, Ash, do we have a newborn in the house?
No.
Was everyone else napping in the house?
Yes.
So what
did
was
everyone
wrong?
else wake up and Carl just turned over and fell back?
I had an unbelievable nap. I had a proper 2-hour nap yesterday. That never happens. And can I also say...
Sorry, do you want to finish that sentence?
Can I also say...
That never happens to you, Aisling. That always happens to Carl.
I'm lucky that I can fall asleep easily. However,
yes.
I like having a nap at the weekend. If the kids allow, if they all nap at the same time, if there's not loads to be done, if circumstances allow.
Yes.
And I would actually argue that potentially I'm only just catching up on the sleep that you get during the week because you get out of bed 1 hour later than I do because of the work I'm doing because I'm up earlier in the morning.
Carl, I get up out of the bed at the same time as you so I can prep for the morning for the kids.
No, you don't. You definitely don't. What time do you get up in the morning?
I get up at 6. My alarm's always set for 6.
Yeah, my alarm goes off at 5.
You don't leave till 5:30.
It's still a bit of extra time. So over a week, that's okay,
I'm awake
that's
when
minimum,
you leave.
Minimum 2.5 hours extra in bed you get. So actually, my little hour nap at the weekend is just catching things up. That's all I'm saying. Ash, how are you, Lovie?
I feel like I don't even want to talk about my feckin'.
Go on.
Well, when I was thinking of this, I was like, what actually was my week like? I actually can't remember, Carl. Like it was manic, but so manic that I can't remember.
Yeah, I know. That is a real sign.
Do you know that way?
Like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's kind of where, I think that's where I'm at the moment. I just think I haven't had time to take a shite or catch a breath this week. Do you know that way? Like it's just been...
Yeah.
You're probably feeling the same.
No, but it's funny. We have spoken about that before. And that's one of the things that worries me most about like parenthood is that everyone talks about like, oh, savor these years. They're beautiful years. They're great. They're whatever. They're this to that. And you're like going, yeah, Jesus, I'd love to soak it all in. I'm too busy on the hamster wheel.
Yeah.
Trying to like
I do
tread water.
I do soak it in. Like there are moments where I'm like, oh, I just need to sit and enjoy that. And I do say that to you as well.
Yeah.
Like there are moments like that, or when the kids are being nice with each other, I'm like, oh, like Carl, like, you know, this is gorgeous. Like look at Bavian running over to hug Davy, or Bavian's mad for Angie. So there's nice moments there. But it's just, so like I can remember though, and actually it's good that I'm remembering them because that means my brain is good. My mental clarity is good.
Yes.
But now I do, like this week I've probably had, and that's probably why I can't really remember, but I do know that this week, and you're probably more aware of it, I just felt I've been a little bit more, well, definitely the last two 2-3 weeks, I've definitely been more tired anyway. But for the last 2 or 3 weeks, I've probably been caught by like the grief ambush a bit more.
Yeah.
Like I'm standing and it catches me or things like that. And that's probably why it's catching me, is because I've had moments of not doing something. Do you know that way?
Yeah. Okay. So actually, nearly the having the moments of coming off the
Are
wheel.
actually probably good.
Well, yeah, but
process.
yes, but that exactly, it's giving you an opportunity to process, and that's why it's hitting you.
But equally, having the kids doesn't allow for that, doesn't kind of facilitate that.
Well, then that probably stacks up though as well with the fact that like you've gone back to work, so you probably just do even like the small things like you walking back to the house.
Yes, yeah.
It's 20 minutes for you to just have to yourself that you just don't get.
Exactly, yeah. So no, there's been a few elements of that this week, but what did I want to say?
Well, the other thing I will say as well, like that's probably bringing it all a little bit front and centre. Bear in mind too, it's 12 weeks. Like, see, do you need to give yourself a break? It's
I know that.
You know what I mean? Like, you're still in the very early stages of grief.
I am.
But also, like, you're in, without getting into too much detail, but you're like in all of the kind of
thick of the stuff.
The thick of like the shit part.
Speaking of the thick of the stuff, can I talk about it?
God, yeah.
So this week we picked up the ashes, right?
Yeah.
And Mom came in and she didn't want to bring them into the house when the kids were awake. So she had them in her car. And then she said to me, well, bring them in when the kids are asleep because they're staying in our house at the moment. And I said, that's fine, Mum. So she brought them in. We were having dinner together and the kids were in bed. Mom goes out to the car, brings them in. And Carl just was kind of oblivious to that he was coming into the house.
So we'd actually had dinner and I was clearing stuff up and putting stuff into the dishwasher.
Boiling the kettle to make the tea.
And we were just at that stage where you were kind of clearing away the dinner plates and you were kind of waiting to see like who wants a glass of wine, who wants this, whatever you might do.
Yeah. So when Mum comes in with the bag and Carl's like, oh, lovely dessert.
I genuinely thought your mum had made dessert. For whatever reason, it was just the way she carried it in. And then like it looked like...
In fairness, because it is in a casket, but it does look like as if you're carrying in a cake. I suppose so, because she was carrying it in her arms. So yes, I do get that.
I swear to God, I fully was like, yes, Martina. She's after bringing dessert. And it's got like, because your mum always picks deadly
Whopper
desserts.
Yes, yeah.
And I was like, yes. And then...
So Carl was having a dessert of my dad's ashes.
Just,
on the weekend.
In fairness, it was actually one of those kind of like accidental light moments
that was
like,
needed.
It gave a little bit of light relief in the moment, but yeah, it was.
Yeah, so there we go. That was Carl among the conversation with my mother about having the snip, and then what else? Then do you know what I've also got this week? Right, I've got a bit of a kick off my arse, because my diet has literally been, I'd say, crisps, cheese and crackers, and chocolate. Like I've just been gorging on it, and that's obviously it's all cyclical with my feelings, all of that jazz. But normally I am bloated around the time of the month, and the bloat did not go after the time of the month, and I was like, oh.
You need to give yourself
I
a
am
break.
giving myself, but as you said, I've had 12 weeks of it now.
Yeah.
So I just need to, I've been giving myself a little boost this week because, Carl, I have a marathon.
I know that.
I need to gear up for that.
Too, I know.
This is my first summer not pregnant or breastfeeding in 5 years.
Yeah.
So I'm like, do you know what I need to have? Hot girl summer.
Yeah, and well, do you know what as well?
I'm getting on the bike. I'm up in the yoga. But start running. It has to happen. The week, so Easter's next week. Like, sorry, normally Lent gives you 40 days, right? Normally we say January, February, March is normally 12 weeks of a good time to be like, set yourself in the clear and narrow, right? Yeah. That's gone.
The straight and narrow.
The straight and narrow. Shut your face. The straight and narrow. That time is gone. We've lost that time.
I know, it's
okay?
mad. It's mad.
Then you're like, right, if you don't start in January, you start at Lent. Pancake Tuesday, Ash Wednesday comes, and all of a sudden you're like, bam, I'm in Lent. I can go on the straight and narrow again. I feel like Lent was just yesterday.
No, I feel like Lent is about 6 months ago.
No, I feel like Lent was just yesterday. So I was like, grand, I'll start running for Lent. Lent is past,
Yeah. We're fine. It's not till the end of October. We'll be grand.
Yeah, but I just need a bit of I need to cut down the chocolate, need to cut down the crisps, the cheese and crackers. I'd say my cholesterol levels are through the roof. And I'm saying yes, I'm allowed it, but this is a clarity week.
Yeah, but
which is probably why I'm so tired as well. Probably why I'm so emotional. A little bit off kilter and not remembering things.
I do
As
think,
in not remembering what happened with my week.
I do think as well, you like giving yourself a bit of time to like, whether it's jump on the exercise bike or go out for a walk, whatever like that, that actually probably will like help you way more than you even realize, just like from a mental capacity. I'm always the same as well. Look, it's the classic thing. People go, exercise, it's so good for your mental health and for your head and for your this and your that. And you're like, you can say that as much as you want. Until I'm in the mood to do it, I'm not going to hear
Oh no,
you.
like I'm always in the mood to do it. I'm joking. I'm joking. Like the yoga gets done. That's why I get up at 6 so I can get yoga done. It's just Davy Mullan comes down to me. So that always gets done. But it's just a case of like I need to probably up the intensity of my training.
That's fair.
And
We'll
cut
get there.
out all the shite.
Well, then we both need to do that though. That's a two-way street.
Sorry, did you notice my cup this week? For those on YouTube, one of the girls when we were away got this for me. Sometimes good moms say bad words.
You do. You probably teach.
Well,
the
do you
kids
know
more
why I'm
bad
using
words.
this cup? Because my mother said to me on the weekend, Aisling, I'm enjoying the podcast, but I'm not enjoying the cursing.
She said you were cursing too much.
So I said, Mother, sometimes good moms say bad words.
I actually don't know if we sworn in this episode yet.
I'm purposely trying not to please Mother.
Okay, good. That's fine. We're not saying it's going to be a no swearing podcast, because actually when we did ask a few weeks ago, people were like, we like the swearing. So it's not that there's going to be no swearing, but we just said maybe we need to cut back a little bit because there was
fucking shite.
Will you stop? It's normally you go off on an absolute tirade.
Sure,
of them.
look it.
Anyway.
Aren't we just the better of it now, Carl?
We are. Okay, Sniper Alley. It does involve the football.
Go on, talk to me.
Okay, so obviously Ireland playing Czechia in the football. It was a big deal. Everyone was excited for us qualifying for the World Cup, the potential of it. And you were, I wouldn't say, no, you were. You were actually quite negative about
Nelly.
the whole thing.
I was, yes.
And I know we spoke last week about, I was like, if we qualify for the World Cup, we're putting bunting up in the house. And you were like, absolutely not, whatever. Anyway, that doesn't come into it because we haven't qualified for the World Cup.
Thank God.
But can I just say, see your negativity around it? It actually triggered me. I know, and it actually did. Okay, and I'll tell you why. There's a reason why.
I feel like it's going back to your youth, and I feel like that this is probably why it's triggering you, because you had such joyous moments with your youth and your family, and I understand that, and I apologise.
So I think you've ruined my Sniper Alley. You've completely
Is that what it is?
just disarmed the whole argument.
Is that what it is?
It's literally the fact that, well, one, I really do mean, I think the football gave the country such a distraction in a world that is going to shite right now. It's so stressful. You turn on the news, it's bad news, it's this, it's that. Actually, to have something to distract us almost collectively as a nation. I know not everyone was interested in it, but like for the most part, people were. If you looked at the viewers, the viewing numbers, who tuned into it, like as in it captured the vast majority of the country.
Yes.
And it gave us an awful lot of hope and an awful lot to be excited about.
Yes.
And I just think anything that does that is a good thing.
Yes.
And it's our national team. And I think that's one part of it. Mm-hmm. But two, growing up as a kid, I have such good memories of 2002, us qualifying for the World Cup. And for me growing up as a kid, that was a very important part of like my relationship with my parents. So I want our kids to have that.
And I absolutely understand that.
A negative Nelly and poo-pooing over the whole thing is not the most welcome.
I completely understand it. And that, right? And I do understand what you're saying, that it's great for the community. It's great for, like, from a national point of view.
Yeah.
I don't get the whole furore about it.
Why?
Because there's no furore with the women's football. They've done better. They were fantastic.
No.
And I actually think, you can question me, I feel like the women can play better football at the moment.
So hang on.
This is where...
I saved something on Instagram the other day in relation to this, because I do agree with you. I do genuinely agree with you.
And that's where I feel like there's just disparity there. And I feel like I'm not here for the hype of it. I feel like the hype is fake. And the hype is just like, let's just go have drink. I'm not into that.
The hype is not fake.
Anyway, I was all very supportive of you. I said, go down and live those moments with your dad.
You were very supportive.
So you did. And I also did watch it. I told you I was going to go sleep, but I did watch it.
Hang on.
To the extent that I phoned you at half time. I made your son sit up and watch it with me. He watched till half time with me. And then we rang Auntie Emma all the way in Vietnam, who was up till God knows when, like 5:30, I think, in the morning watching it. And I rang her during penalties and I shared that moment with her. So it created lovely moments. I just don't like the whole furore about it.
You text me at 8 minutes past 10 during the match.
I did.
This is the most boring game ever in my life.
The second half was boring. It was so boring.
No, it wasn't.
The second half was so boring.
Sorry, we were all collectively as a nation trying not to shit ourselves.
Because, yeah, I know.
Which we ended up doing.
But there was nothing from either side. It was so boring.
But anyway, I just, no, you have to let me get behind the buzz of it.
I do let you. I said, put your bunting out in the back garden. Go and enjoy it with your dad.
No. You were shitting all over it. You were. No, you were.
And then I don't get, right, and I am going to be absolutely crucified for saying this.
Oh, Jesus, here we go.
Because I actually messaged you when it happened, right? Troy Parrott
Stop. Don't say this. Don't say this. Don't say this.
Sorry, hang on a second.
I know what you're going to say.
Sorry.
I am going to say it. They're paid so much money.
Hang on a second. Just let me say it, okay? Right. Troy Parrott was taking his penalty. He got it. He did brilliant.
Yeah.
And I will not take that fact away from him, okay? Why then, okay? Like, it was right in front of the box. Right in front of it. In front of the goal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? He was actually in the box taking the goal. Because that's how close he was, okay?
That's the penalty. That's literally the rules of the game.
Such a big celebration, right? For a goal that he should have got because he's right in front. He gets paid so much money anyway. Off he goes. Has a big celebration, okay? And I'm like, that is his job. Then the second goal we got from Ukraine.
We weren't even playing Ukraine.
We were playing
Czechia. Jesus Christ, for fuck's sake. This is actually a fruitless exercise. There's just no point. My main point is, can you please just allow me to have my bit of joy with the football? If you don't want to engage with it, that's fine. But please don't shit all over it. And allow me to instill the excitement in the children.
Oh, sorry, we did.
Let me put bunting up next time we qualify for a major
You can put bunting up in the back garden.
In the front of the house.
It's not going in the front of the house.
I'm trying. You fucking idiot.
I cannot believe I said Ukraine. Czechia.
Hang on. So this was a post by...
Still stuck on Ukraine.
So, just on the point with the women's football.
Yes.
I did.
Oh, still looking up at this point. Sorry, yes.
I did see this point. I did see this on Instagram and I thought, no, in fairness, right, this is worth bringing to the podcast. So someone tweeted this. Watching everyone hype the men up for the qualifiers and people on the TV being like, the first time Ireland will have qualified for a World Cup since 2002. Like, it's not the women literally were in it in 2023. It irks me to a new level.
Yeah.
That is a fair point.
Yes.
And I think it's like, look, I think with the men's football team, there's a real nostalgia associated with it because women's football, unfortunately, was not taken seriously at all in this country on an official level.
Yes,
I mean, you had like women changing in car parks. Like, it was ridiculous.
That's what Stephanie Roach brought to the fore.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, like, you know, they've had to fight really, really hard to get it to the place it's in now. So I think the women at the World Cup in 2023, there was a bit of hype around it, but like, you would hope that hype continues to grow and at some point it will match the same hype that there is with the men's football team. But it's something we need to work on 100%. So I agree with you.
That's what I'm working on.
No, I agree with you.
Yeah.
It needs to be more like...
You don't have people climbing lampposts.
No, but Ash...
When the girls are doing the rugby or the football.
I'd love for it to collectively have the same kind of... to instill the same reaction out of the country. Because, like I say, the most important part to me with all of this is the joy that it brings me and brings the people around me.
Yeah.
And to have like a collectively joyous occasion. That's what I'm chasing. And I think that's what most Irish football fans are chasing. So whether it's the men's football, whether it's the women's football, whether it's rugby, whether it's whatever, that's the most precious thing about it. It's just the team currently that activates the country the most is the men's football team.
Okay.
And I think it needs to be more equal. And I think there's nothing wrong with climbing a lamppost. That's all I'll say.
I climb lampposts in my day. So correspondence section. So we mentioned last week, I actually asked our lovely listeners to weigh in on, so we've been accepted to 2 schools for Davy, and both of them are really good schools. One is logistically the best school, which is English speaking, and the other one is a Gaelscoil, which is a little bit further.
Now, and we say that
logistically doesn't make sense.
It's about 7 or 8 minutes further in the car, but like over
7 or 8 minutes further from where he's currently doing Neenra.
Yes.
But when you're driving from home, you're like, oh.
Yeah, it is. It's just a little bit more work in the morning.
Yes.
Definitely.
And then also, we would be able to walk to the school, the English speaking school. We wouldn't be able to walk to the Gael school. Have to drive. So it's just looking at those things. There was a lot of people that emailed in, and thank you. A lot of people that weighed in, their kids had gone to Gaelscoil and they could not speak more highly of it.
Yes.
And they definitely were of the mindset of send them to the Gaelscoil. Because they said, like, it offers, the pros would be that they end up being quite bilingual. They're streams ahead when they go into secondary school in regards to like their linguistic skills.
Yeah.
So like they pick up, like they're great at speaking Irish in the class, but then all the languages then, so like your French and your Spanish, your Germans, they pick that up really quick. They naturally pick it up quicker. There are cons. So say like if your children are dyslexic, they struggle.
Because I spoke to the principal of my old school. He was very, very helpful. And that was the one thing he did mention. He goes like, look, there is things that like currently at his age you won't know.
Yeah.
But if there's a family history of dyslexia, which there is, my dad's dyslexic.
Yes.
And which ironically as well, dad's a journalist and has written books and stuff. But the first book he ever wrote was after he found out he was dyslexic.
Yes, yeah.
Because he basically was like, screw this. Because he'd been his whole life basically made feel like there was something wrong with him.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, obviously, this is, back in the 70s when he would have been going to school. But he nearly, as a point, was like, all right, well then screw those people who made me feel shitty.
Yes, yeah.
And he became a writer.
Yeah, yeah.
But there is a family history of it.
I don't think because generally with letters and stuff now, like he's writing letters, even though they don't focus on letters in Neenra, they focus on their numbers. So he knows all his Ivrica, but he's copying and pasting the letters. So he's like, what's that letter? And he's like, that's an or. So he knows his letters. Yeah. And that's effectively, there's an element of that that's also self-taught. Yeah. So I don't think from that point of view he's dyslexic. Could be wrong.
Now also as well, this decision will apply to the other 2 kids as well. Yeah.
Then there's the cons of like, as much as some of them would really excel in secondary school with the linguistic stuff, they would struggle in regards to maths and converting the English forms to the Irish forms to the English forms. So there's those little things as well. I think what it is at the moment is, so someone said, go with your gut. So someone messaged on Spotify and said, go with your gut for the school. The gut would 100% say the logistics side of it and send them to the English speaking one. But my heart is like, oh, I just want to send them to the Irish one. And that's where I'm at.
My gut's saying the Irish school.
Is it?
Yeah.
So that's where we're none the wiser.
Yeah.
We're another week into this, we're none the wiser.
No, but thank you so much for all the people who got back, because it's like, look, maybe there's some of you listening now will be in a similar situation at the moment, or maybe down the line, where you're trying to decide between different schools, whether it's Gaelscoil or not.
Yes, yeah. Here's another question for you. From a lovely listener point of view. If your children are like in a different school to the area where they'll do sports, how does that work? So say like their friends from school are doing sports in a different parish.
Okay.
Whether it be GAA, basketball, athletics, or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
But your child is doing the sports in a different parish from where they're going to school. How does that work out? How does that make the child feel?
Because they probably would end up playing against their friends from school.
Yes. Yeah. And I think that's where a lot of stuff, I'm like, oh, if they're going to be doing sports in the other area, do we just send them to that school? And that's where I'm like, that's not fair on the child to have them in a different parish.
No, and they're too young to give them the choice really at the moment.
So anyway, weigh in on that for me. That also might help my decision making. Our decision making.
Yes.
What else did I want to say? One lady had me laughing. Not laughing so much, but I was just like, right. It was under our last episode on Spotify, okay? So titled Overstimulation, Kinetic Sand and a Dishwasher Disaster. Okay. And everyone was chiming in. And at the very end, comment was from Sarah McCormick. I'm having such a laugh.
Yeah, I saw that comment. Thank you. What a lovely comment.
And I was like, do you know what? I was like, Sarah McCormick, you gave me life at the end of all the comments. So there you go. That's kind of the general gist of the correspondence this week.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
I got a lot of correspondence back as well in relation to the loop earplugs. People saying to go for
there
it.
There was actually, yes.
There was quite a few people like, they've changed my life, saviour, all of that kind of stuff. So I actually have bought some.
Okay.
So I'll let you know when they arrive. I'll test them out.
Did you buy
and
me
see.
any?
I don't know. Would you like them?
Well, I've said already I was thinking of getting them more so because there was a set with the eye mask. And because I wear earphones at night, I think these might be better than the earphones.
Okay, well, we'll try it out.
I'll be in better form for you.
Yeah, maybe then. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to go and order some now. Right.
Okay, thanks a million for listening in, lovely listeners.
Yes, have a great week, whatever you're up to. And remember to send us an email if there's anything you'd like to comment on, howyoulovey@gmail.com. Leave us a comment underneath YouTube or Spotify. Don't forget to rate, review, share and subscribe to the podcast.
Well done, Carl. Right, listen, we're going to get out of here. Slán, slán.